All right, you're back within session. It's day 2 of the Illinois versus Kristin Holzman trial. The defendant is charged with theft by deception for taking more than $16,000 from people who thought she was dying from an aggressive form of cancer called brain stem glioma. Now, she's pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. We have a lot of questions about this. Here now to help answer your Facebook questions about this trial is former judge and criminal defense attorney Ada Pozo. Judge, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, let's start with Sherry's question that I think a lot of people are asking. She's venting a little, but it is a real question, okay? Why in the world has this gone to trial? Why wouldn't she take a plea? And Judge, we have a little bit of background on why she didn't take a plea. Our understanding is she was afraid she would lose her 2 children, custody of her 2 kids, right? But talk a little bit about what goes into plea deals and your take on this.
You know, that's a great question, and I think it's a question that a lot of people have been asking themselves. This, as we know from yesterday, from the defense attorney in this case, why the reason was that she didn't want to lose her kids. You know, this is a case that is very, very hard for the defense. I mean, we have these postings everywhere. We have her going on not just for days, not just for weeks, but for months with this horrific lie, really. And then we have them putting on this defense of not guilty by reason of insanity. I mean, was she insane when she first posted it? Was she insane at the fundraiser where she was hugging a lady that was crying with her? Was she insane when she bought the concert tickets with the money? I mean, it just went on, and it's a very difficult defense. And this is the kind of case where I can only assume that the defense attorney, you know, went to the prosecution, and you basically go to them and you try and say, look, this is a single mother. This is a woman who was desperate. This is something she never intended to do. It snowballed out of control and she didn't know how to stop it. And you try and present as many mitigating factors as you can find in this case, which are difficult to find. And I think a lot of people aren't going to have that much sympathy for the fact that she might lose custody of her kids, because I think a lot of people might be thinking maybe she should. I mean, what kind of mother does this? Especially that older child that was probably thinking, knowing that my mother's very sick, my mother might die. I mean, to put a child through this kind of trauma, I think she's not getting a lot of sympathy on that she might lose custody of her kids argument with this charge.
Okay, and actually you kind of led me into the next question on Facebook from Vorlin, who says, I don't get where the mental illness comes into play. Is being a liar and being insane the same thing? And also insanity and mental illness aren't even necessarily the same thing when it comes to the court of law, are they?
No, they're not. They're not. I mean, in order to prevail on an insanity defense, this defense is going to have to prove that she really didn't know the difference from right from wrong, that because of her mental defect, that she was so sick that she didn't even know what she was doing was wrong, that she didn't have the ability to formulate the intent to do something wrong, which is very difficult. And what does it have to do with this defense? I think it was really the only thing the defense had to offer in this case. I mean, it's kind of like an uncle. Okay, I give up. I did it. I can't hide that I did it, but maybe I wasn't well. And in the back of their minds, the defense might be thinking, you know, people hear this horrific thing and have to justify it somewhere. Like, the jury may be thinking somebody in their right mind can't do it. So maybe they'll stretch from there into finding her not guilty by reason of insanity. It's a Hail Mary pass, but I believe that's what the defense is hoping for in this case.
That they had to try something. Judge, we're going to be talking to you again very shortly, so stay close. Judge Ada Pozo, thank you so much. And we love hearing from you, so keep posting your comments and questions on our Facebook page. You can also send us a message on Twitter at #InSession, #FakeCancer. Yes.